Okay, good morning. We ready to get going? I think it's time. Okay, let's take our feet to the width of the mat. Stand somewhere in the middle of your mat. Make a fist, thumbs up, and pull those elbows back. We're just going to start today's class with these good mornings. So you're going to fold halfway down, keep the elbows up, and keep the elbows pulling into each other. You can tell I'm moving nice and slow, just kind of easing in, waking up the body slowly. Now make sure when you've got gravity wanting to let your belly go, make sure you're pulling it up and into the spine. I'm going to do a few more. Okay, on this last one, hold it halfway down, let the arms release down towards the floor, and then you're going to take them out to the side and lift them up, and then connect the palms. So you're just sweeping the arms out to the side, lifting them as high as you can, nice and slowly. So same pace up and same pace down. Keep shifting your hips backwards and you're weighting into your heels. Okay, now just let them hang down. Take the right arm, reach it forward, and then the left. Everything is still pushing back. There's no rounding of the spine. Just alternate left to right. One more on each side. And then come back up to standing. Take a nice big deep breath. Reach the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Now think about getting taller from the top of the head and lifting out of your hips. And now let the arms come down. You're going to give me a little hip hinge. So if you look at me from the side, it's not huge. I'm going to take the arms forward and up, both of them at the same time, and then I'm going to sweep them back. Keep shifting your hips back and weighting into the heels. And this is just a big effort on the up, right? As high as you can get them, keeping the arms straight. Couple more. Okay, now fold all the way down. You're going to let your head go. So completely unweight the upper body and try to be in straight legs if you can. Just breathe. Some really big breaths here. Fill up those lungs and expand your rib cage each breath. Okay, take your hands, walk them forward to the front of your mat, step your feet back into plank. Once you get there, knees down, walk your wrists under the shoulders. We're going to do some cat-cows here. So round the back, let the head go, shift the hips back a little bit so you feel a big stretch in the lower back also. And then drop into those shoulders. Take your gaze forward. Coccyx bone up towards the ceiling. But while you hold this position, you're still drawing in the belly. Okay, reverse it. Big arch in the back, head relaxes, hips shift back. Draw the belly in and reverse. So we're going nice and slowly. And again, round the back. Shift back. Come forward, look up. Now, we're gonna do 5 of them a little faster, and you're gonna forget the shift back. So you're just gonna do a regular cat-cow. Find your breath, so you start with an inhalation, and then you exhale. Okay, so from this quadruped position, I'm gonna have you take your hips back over your heels. Walk your hands forward, but get them far apart, so they're very close to the corners of the mat. Now try to lower your chest and keep your neck long. Forehead is off the floor. You've got your toes tucked under. You're just hanging out as you breathe and stretch out these lats. Okay, so from this position, we're just gonna walk our hands to the left. Feel what happens to your right side body when you do that. Take them as far left as you can without moving the hips. Once you've done that, maybe walk them an inch or two further out, and you've still got good space between your palms. The hands are not together. Okay, walk the hands back. And now we're going all the way to the other side. Feel that nice QL stretch on your left side. Big deep breaths. Inch those hands a little further out if you can. Walk the hands back. Back to your starting position, hands in each corner of the front of the mat. Chest going towards the floor, maybe a little deeper. Now, if your head or neck is getting tired, put a towel and just rest it on the floor. Okay, let's come up onto all fours. We're gonna do 5 cat-cows again. At whatever pace feels good for you. Nice. So from a neutral spine with your toes tucked under, we're gonna come off the knees, small dog, heels down, legs straight. From here, get nice and high on the toes. Should feel like you're almost in a handstand. Now drive those heels back down. And lift back up. 4 more times. Slow on the way down, slow on the way up. Nice. Now, come back and meet me in your high plank position. So you're stepping your feet back, your hips are in line with your back, and your face is up, so your neck is long. Just hold here. Now I'm gonna have some scapular work. So you're gonna lower the chest without bending at the elbow, and then push away from the floor. Lower the chest and push. Just do that 3 more times. Whatever your range of motion is awesome. Okay, let's put the knees down. You're gonna open the knees wide. You're gonna grab a towel for your forehead. We're gonna come into child's pose on the tops of your feet. Sit back onto your heels. Relax the arms and put the head down. This is a total chill out moment while you take 5 big, huge breaths. Okay, let's come back up onto all fours. Bring those knees in so they're under your hips. We're going to tuck the toes under and meet in bear. So elevate knees 1 inch off the floor. Just hold here. So the pads of your feet also get a nice little stretch while you activate your core. Now do that scapular push-up again. Keep your knees off the floor. Lower the chest through the arms, push back away. Do that 4 more times, nice and slowly. You'll probably notice you're going to get a little bit more range than the high plank position. Okay, let's all meet in that small dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Full forward fold. Hang out and breathe. Keep your legs straight if you can. Okay, let's cross the arms. Let them dangle along with your head. Now we're going to add a little rotation. Rotate the forearms to the right as far as you can. Slowly come back center and go left. You're moving very slowly. Just keep oscillating from side to side. You'll leave your eyes open if it helps you balance. Okay, we're going to meet back center. Release the fingers to the floor. You're going to inhale and extend the spine. 4 more times. Exhale. Do it again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hold. Again. Now on this last one, you're going to inhale, extend, walk your fingers forward. As far as you can, keep your legs straight, shift your hips back. Little tug of war going on here to enhance that stretch in the back of the legs and your lats. Make sure your neck is comfortable. Okay, bring the hands back towards the feet. You're going to roll up nice and slowly to a standing position. Ooh, great job. Okay. Take this right arm, sweep it up. Get it going straight up to the ceiling. Take the left one, sweep it up. Go up. So lift up through your torso and your rib cage. Lift everything up first, and then go over a little bit to one side. And then a little bit to the other side. But the focus is really lifting. Let's do a few more. If you're really lifting, you're going to feel the tops of these hip flexors get longer, especially if they're tight. Okay, take the arms down, shake it out, take a nice big deep breath, And then bring the arms back by your side. You're gonna take your head and turn right. Then come back center and turn left. Back right. Try to give you really good posture while you do this. Left. And right. You might notice by now you're able to turn a little bit more. So pay attention to what you can see. Okay, come back center. You're gonna take your right hand very gently and just hold this head. Just give it a little tiny amount of pressure. Extend the left arm out. Now, you're keeping your chin up and you're looking forward. Okay, release it. Let's do the same on the opposite side. Gentle. Arm comes out. Okay, release it. We're gonna cross at the elbow and we're gonna connect our palms and keep your elbows at the height of the shoulder. So you're feeling this stretch behind the shoulders, hopefully. Now lower the elbows a little bit and then raise them. So you're just kind of flossing the back of that one shoulder. Slowly up, slowly down. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, release, shake it out, and now you're crossing over the opposite way. Try to connect those palms as best you can. Keep the elbows at the height of the shoulder to start. Just breathe here a little bit. And now lower a little and lift a little. Nice and slow. Okay, let it go. Shake it out. You're just gonna turn the whole torso side to side, let the arms swing. Nice. Now let's take it to the very front of your mat. You're gonna take it feet hip width apart. Nice big deep breath. Sweep the arms up. We're gonna swan dive it down nice and slow. Let the head relax. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Palms down, step back, plank. We're gonna do a half hover and go right to up dog on the tops of your feet with your knees off the floor. We're back to these scapular push-ups. Drop in and press away. So your whole body now is moving up and down. We're not bending at the elbow. We're dropping into the shoulders and pressing away from the floor. Keep drawing your belly in. We're going to do 3 more. Put your knees down. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up slowly. Take them all the way back over the heels. Oh, how good does that feel? Come forward with those hips as far as they want to go. Take your gaze, look forward. Do it again. Lift your hips up, back over the heels. Think about lowering those armpits towards the floor and your chest. And now come back forward again. 2 more times, nice and slow. These are all feel good for the rest of the day moves. Loosening up, stretching out, finding your breath. All good for you. Okay, this time when you come forward, let's all meet in a high plank. So just lift up off the knees, your shoulders are over your wrists. And now we're going to go to a down dog. Drive the heels towards the floor. Come back to plank. Scapular push up, lower the chest, press away, go back to down dog. Do that 4 more times. Come forward, drop into your shoulders, press away, go to your down dog. A lot of scapular work today. So important to build these muscles as we age. Because you see little old men and ladies walking around with a rounded back, rounded shoulders. We want to be strong and tall and have the strength to hold our shoulders up and our chest out. Okay, you have 1 more. Meet in down dog. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. We have a little balance challenge coming. First, meet in a full fold. Head releases, torso dangles, just breathe. Okay, inhale to a flat back. Both hands onto your left shin, right in the middle. Hold that left shin with both hands, sweep your right leg back up behind you. I know you can't see it, but try to get it parallel to the floor and try to get it straight as you balance on that one leg. You're here for 3 more breaths. If you can, think about, if you want to make this harder, shifting your hips backwards. Okay, lower that right leg, switch your hands. Now you're lifting and sweeping back the left leg. Shift those hips back if you can. Ideally, you're waiting between the pad and heel of the foot. Try to let the toes relax. Engage the muscles in the back leg. That's why we push it straight. Lower it down. Switch sides. Right leg sweeps. The more muscle you can recruit to the party, the easier the balance becomes. If that back leg is floating, it's going to be harder. Put it down, switch, left leg sweeps. One more time on each side. Make these great. Put that one down, switch, last one. Put it down, we did it. Okay, full forward fold, hang out and breathe. Walk your hands all the way forward to high plank. Step your left foot up between your hands. Fingertips only on the floor now. So we're going to lower the right knee to the floor. You're going to walk the hands back and you're going to let those Hips push back as far as you can get them, and the toes on the left foot facing up towards the ceiling. Walk it forward. Now let the hips come as far forward as you can, and I want you to proud out your chest and look up. Now take this left hand inside the left foot. Put your palms down on the floor. Now I want you to activate your inner thigh muscle by pushing the left knee into your left arm. Push it with all your might, and then let it go. Again, push and release. Give me all you got. This is your last one. Now let's take this left hand outside that foot. Fingertips only. Come off the right knee. Sweep your arms out to the side. Lift up. Palms face up. Sweep the arms up. Little hip flexor stretch for the right side. Now get really high on the toes on the back foot, and then see if you can slowly lower that back heel towards the floor. Lift back up, lower back down, lift back up, lower back down. Bring those arms back down. Step back, meet me in your plank. From plank, go to your down dog. 3 big breaths. Come back to plank. Right foot forward, fingertips only. Runner's lunge. Okay, we're going to lower the left knee. We're going to walk our hands back as we move the hips as far back as we can. Toes on the right foot come up. Push those toes towards you. Now walk it back forward. Let your hips come as far forward as you can. Proud out your chest, look forward. No rounding of your back. Now, left hand down, right hand comes inside. Push your right knee into the arm. Harder. And then release it. Do it 2 more times. Push. Release. Push. And release. Right hand steps outside. Step back to plank. Meet me in your down dog. Come back to plank. We're going to lower down onto the forearms. Try not to put your knees down first. So you're in your low plank. Now you're going to tap both knees to the floor and then push the heels backwards as you straighten the legs. Do it again. Tap. Push the legs straight. 1 more time. Tap. Push the legs straight. Lower your hips to the floor. Come onto the tops of your feet. You're in baby cobra. Take your gaze, look forward. Palms are down on the floor. Just chill out and breathe. While you're here, draw your belly in. Proud out the chest. Broaden through the shoulders. So much to think about. Okay, keep on the tops of your feet. We're going to keep the knees on the floor, but I'm going to have you lift your hips up. Keep the belly drawing up and into the spine. Put the hips back down. Do that 2 more times. Lift, draw in, and lower, and lift, and lower. Now, I want you to move your elbows forward of the shoulders. Maybe 2 inches, maybe 3 inches, depending how strong your core is. Keep your palms down. We're going to do the same lift 3 times that we just did before. So lift. Feel the difference? Lower. Please do not let your belly relax. I want you to draw it in. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lower your chest and bring your hands beside your chest. Neck is long, your face is looking down at the floor, but your forehead is off the floor. Lift your chest up without pressing your hands into the earth. Draw your belly in, take 5 big deep breaths. You should feel the muscles that run along your spine working. Okay, with your hands on the floor, I want you to lift yourself back up. Lift your knees off the floor. Hold here for a few breaths. Put your knees down, bring your hips all the way back very slowly. Tuck those toes under. Bring your hips back over the heels. Come back up onto all fours. So you've brought your wrists under your shoulder. Take your left hand to the left ear with your elbow out to the side. Lift the left shoulder up. Cross it over to the right elbow and do it again. Your hips don't move. You're just doing a shoulder lift. 3 more. Make these fabulous. Okay, put that hand down, switch. Right fingers touching the right ear. Right shoulder lifts. Cross the elbow over. Really make the emphasis on lifting. And cross. Find your breathing. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Nice. Okay. You're going to kick those feet out to the side, have a seat on your butt, bring the legs forward. I'm going to grab a quick sip of water. Okay. Are we ready? You're like, ready for what? You haven't told us anything. Okay. Sit up really tall in staff pose. So I've got my heels in the corners of the mat. I'm sitting nice and tall. I'm going to walk out with my spine long. When I can't go anymore, I'm going to round my back, let my head go, lower the forearms to the floor if you can. Your spine is in flexion. Lift the elbows up, extend the spine, walk the hands back. Now we're going to do the same thing when we're going to bring our feet together. Your hands are going to walk out on either side of the legs. The exact same exercise. When you can't go anymore, fold down over your legs, let the forearms touch the floor. Try to keep your feet flexed. Big stretch for all those little tendons behind your knees. Just breathe. Great for your lower back also. Let's stay here for 3 more big, huge breaths. And we're going to extend the spine, walk your hands back. Now we're going to take the feet far apart. Sit up really tall for me. It's all about posture. Long spine, walk it out, same thing. Now you're getting into your inner thighs and groin area. And again, it's not about forcing the body to do something. Just explore where you're at today and find a feel-good moment. When you're ready, let the forearms go down, relax your head, just breathe. Now I'd like your toes to be pointing straight up to the ceiling. And if you can rotate your feet towards the back of the room, even better. Three more big breaths. See if you can inch those hands a little further out. See if you can turn those feet a little more towards the back of the room. Okay, forearms lift, extend the spine, walk it back. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, bring the feet together. You're sitting up nice and tall and long through the core. So take your feet just not together. That was bad cueing. Hip width apart to start. Excuse me. Now, I'm just going to lift this right heel over my left foot. Now I'm going to walk my hands to the right of my legs forward as far as I can, and then round my back. So you're feeling this a little bit more on the outside of that right leg, I hope. Try to take a few more breaths. Now walk your hands back, sit up tall, don't change your feet. They're going to stay exactly as they are. We're just going to take the hands to the left side of the legs. We're going to walk them out. Just beside the legs, walk them out as far as you can. So you're probably going to feel this a little bit through the QL on your right side, just above the waistband of your pants. Upper glute area. Enjoy that nice big stretch. Breathe. Okay, walk it back. Now we get to uncross. So go back to your feet being hip width. Take the left ankle over the right. Hands are on the, well, they're just, I guess it's called inside, just to the left. Walk it out. Go as far as you can. You can round the back, let the head relax. Just breathe. Walk it back. Start out nice and tall. Take the hands to the outside. Walk them out. Legs don't change. Trying to get that QL releasing a little bit here. So be mindful to take big, deep breaths. See if you can inch those hands a little further out. Okay, let's walk it back. Now, bring your feet back, hip width apart. Take them to the corners of the mat. You're going to bring your right foot inside your left leg. Try to relax the right knee towards the floor. And if the foot is more comfortable being by your calf, that's fine. Whatever feels good. Walk it out. Round your back, forearms down if you can. 3 big breaths. This is a really good stretch to do before you're going to do the 90-90. Okay, walk it back, switch legs. Walk it out. Try to relax that left knee down towards the floor. Okay, walk it back up. Straighten out that leg. You're going to take this left leg. You're going to scoot your right hip all the way over to the edge of the mat, and then take this left leg 90-degree it back there. Front leg 90. Hands out in front. Try not to lean too far to the right with your torso. Ideally, we want to be folding our torso down over the leg. So walk the hands out or keep them in place close to the leg if you need them for assistance. We're just going to hold on this spot and breathe 3 big breaths. So I don't have my elbows down. I've walked my hands out. It's a little bit more advanced. If it's more comfortable for you to have the elbows down, by all means. Now let's walk the hands back. Bring the left hand inside that front leg, and your right hand is just beside the leg. Now I just want you to lift your left knee up as high as you can. Maybe you can get onto the bottom of that left foot, so it's completely on the floor. And just hold on this spot for a sec. Now this right knee, mine is lifted up a little bit, and that's okay. Just a limitation of range. Now lower that left knee down slowly, and we're going to do it one more time. We're going to lift it up slowly. As far as we can, try to get onto the bottom of the foot. Once you're on the bottom of the foot, still try to move it towards the back of the room. And then lower it down. So now we're going to sweep both legs forward. We're going to scoot over to the left side of our mat. Take this right leg 90 degrees. Same with the front one. So you got your 90-90. Start walking it out. Whatever variation you're doing is fine. Just hold down on this spot and give me 5 big breaths. Try not to have your torso shifting left. You want to try to get it over that leg. Okay, let's slowly walk it up. Bring the right hand inside. You're going to lift this knee nice and slow till you try to get on the bottom of that foot. Once you're there, still try to move that knee backwards a little bit. And then slowly lower it back down. And let's do that again. Lift. You can take your gaze and follow your knee. See if you're getting it any higher. And lower. And let's bring both legs forward. We're going to go down Pilates style into a full body stretch. We're going to roll it up and say goodbye. So take it down nice and slow. Draw the belly in. C-curve the spine. Go for that nice full body stretch with your arms all the way back behind you. Spread those fingers wide. Now start to lift the arms up. Lift your head, tuck your chin, draw the stomach in. Roll up, dive between those legs. And take it up. So you're sitting nice and tall in staff pose. You're going to draw the left foot in, right foot in. Use your hands to push you onto your toes. And hold on this spot just for a second. Lift those heels as high as you can. Crowd out your chest. Now take the hands forward, meet me in a full forward fold. Relax the head. We're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. We're going to take a nice big deep breath, and I thank you so much for your power and strength. Woohoo! Thank you for being here. Hopefully you guys feel a little better. I know I do.